Sabrina Dewi Sandri with student ID 020325111103 from the Development Economy Program, Faculty of Economic and Business, Hairun University. In this video, I will discuss a microeconomic issue that is very close to our daily life, especially North Maluku, which is the rising price of basic necessities. Have you ever felt that the price of rice, cooking oil, or sugar in our region are often more expensive compared to other areas? So what actually causes this, and how we can explain it from microeconomic perspective? The increase in the price of basic goods in North Maluku is actually not a new issue, and it happens quite often. This is strongly influenced by the geographical condition of our region, which consists of many islands. This means to deliver goods from producer to consumer, we need sea or even air transportation, which is quite expensive. For example, the rice we consume every day, most of it is still supplied from other regions such as Sulawesi or Java. The distribution process is quite long, starting from shipping costs, loading and unloading, and the delivery to local markets. And in the end, all of these costs are included in the final price. That's why it is not surprising that the price of basic goods in our region tend to be higher. From a microeconomic perspective, the phenomenon can be explained using the concept of supply and demand. Demand is the quantity of goods that consumers want to buy, while supply is the quantity of goods available in the market. Now, when distribution costs increase, the cost for producer or distribution also increase. As a result, the quantity of goods supplied to the market becomes lower. In economic theory, this is called a keyword shift of the supply curve, which means fewer goods are available. On the other hand, the demand for basic necessities remains stable or even increases because these are essential needs. So, when supply decreases and demand remains high, the result is higher price. And this is exactly what we experience in our daily life. As a real example, in several markets in North Maluku, the price of chili or eggs can suddenly increase significantly. Why does this happen? Usually, it is because the supply from other regions is delayed. For example, due to bad weather or transportation limitation. In addition, sellers often have no choice because they already buy the goods at higher price from distributors. So the price increase is not just about making more profit, but because the costs have actually increased. The impact of this issue is quite significant. For households, purchasing power decreases because expense becomes higher. For students, their daily allowance might feel insufficient as food prices increase. And for small business or UMKM, production costs increase, which reduce their profit. If this situation continues, it can affect the overall welfare of the community. So what can we do? First, we need to improve local production so we are not too depend on supply from other regions. Second, the government can provide transportation subsidies to reduce distribution costs. Third, price monitoring and market operation are needed to maintain price stability. And as community, we can also support two local products. So, in conclusion, the rising price of basic necessities in North Maluku are microeconomic issue influenced by high distribution costs and the imbalance between supply and demand. By understanding this concept, we can be more aware of the economic condition around us.